The Outlast Trials is an upcoming first-person psychological horror survival video game that is being developed and published by Red Barrels. I have already made a video covering everything we knew about the game back in August of 2020, so if you haven't watched that video, check that one out first. It's been over 8 months since that video was released, so I wanted to give an update on additional details about the game and assure fans that the title has not been cancelled. Let's break down the new concept art, the PR firm representing the studio, and more. As always, all the sources will be linked in the description below, so make sure to check those out and support those original writers. With that out of the way, let's get into what happened to the Outlast Trials. The first news around the Outlast Trials are the fake PR emails that were being sent to creators in January of 2020, which claimed to be from Red Barrels Studios, and wanted content creators to advertise for the Outlast Trials. Initially, fans thought this meant the game was releasing soon if the team was reaching out to content creators, but unfortunately this was not the case. Red Barrels made a post on their official Twitter account and said, quote, "If anyone received any messages mentioning advertising related to the Outlast Trials, it did not come from us. Any possible offer to collaborate would be done through our PR email address. We recommend that you block and report the messages." If you want the full details of what happened when YouTubers followed through on these emails, Lilia TV made a 30-minute deep dive into her experience with the scam. Luckily, for the most part, she made it through okay, but her video is worth watching if you're interested. The piece of news that resulted from all of this is Dead Good PR quoted Red Barrel's tweet and said they are the only PR agency working on the Outlast Trials. They also mentioned that if creators would like to register your interest in the Outlast Trials, they will soon have a place to do so, which makes it sound like creators might have some early access to the game and that more details will be shared soon. This lines up with the timeline if the game is going to be released sometime in 2021 and Dead Good PR is also working on Biomutant and creators were given that game early to prep content. I would expect something similar, and I assume your favorite Outlast channels could be one of these channels that get early access. So expect that and follow Dead Good PR if you are interested in more details. The team was quiet until April of 2021. A lot of new details were revealed on the project via a Twitter thread. The post says, "We are diligently creating the Outlast Trials and working towards a big QA milestone. We do not have an official release date, but we will announce one when we're ready and the game is true to our vision. Here is some concept art of one of the many enemies in the Outlast Trials." The art included a look at 2 new enemies in Outlast Trials, and it's interesting that the team mentions they are approaching a big QA or quality assurance milestone. Hopefully the team is somewhere between beta and the gold phase of development, which would put it in a really good spot to release potentially in the next 6 months or so. Going back to the concept art, the art was created by Hugo Richard, and he is the lead concept artist at Red Barrels. Hugo made his own post on his Twitter account and said he has been working on Trials for almost 2 years, and he can't wait to show fans more of what he's been working on, so if you are interested, you can follow him as well. Moving back to the Red Barrels post, it continues on saying, "Our amazing Red Barrels team has grown from 10 during the development of Outlast 1 to 20 for Outlast 2, and we are now over 40. We have adopted to keep the development of the game rolling while maintaining the safety and health of our team, above Murkoff standards of course. Thank you all for your undying passion for the Outlast games and for enthusiastically waiting for news about the Outlast Trials. We can't wait to share more about the game and its characteristics as we get closer to its completion. Stay safe out there, Murkoff is watching." The team says they have doubled their staff, which should dramatically decrease the development time, and it sounds like the game is progressing well and the team is still aiming for a 2021 release. Luckily, this was not a delay post, which has been very common this year because of COVID and the afterlying effects. I have to mention, under this tweet, a community member asked what platforms we can expect the Outlast Trials on, and Red Barrel said they are aiming to get it on as many platforms as possible. They do not name any specific consoles, but it shouldn't be a surprise to fans of the franchise. The past games were available on all consoles, so expect a similar situation here if you are a console player. Another small detail the team was asked about was multiplayer and solo functionality. Red Barrels responded saying Outlast Trials will have functionality to play the game solo or with friends. We still don't know if the game will be online only, but this is a good start for fans of the series who up to this point are used to a single player only experience. So you are able to play this game alone if you want to. The final tweet I want to talk about was posted in the end of April of 2021 and got the community in a frenzy. One community member posted saying they cannot wait for more news about Outlast Trials, to which the Red Barrel's Twitter account responded saying, "Things are cooking, it may be humans, but you'll find out soon enough." Due to the timing of this tweet, speculation started ramping up that more news about Outlast Trials and potentially even the release of Outlast Trials was coming in May, because the word May was completely capitalized in the tweet and was possibly referencing the month of May because this tweet came out, as I said, at the end of April. The team was quick to dispel these rumors and state that they mean May as in possible or potentially, and were in no way referencing the month of the year, which leaves this game in a strange spot. The marketing so far seems sporadic. The concept art and new hires are interesting, but why not release another trailer or release screenshots? Anything that confirms the game is still coming rather than just concept art that was potentially created years ago. Hopefully we hear more about the game soon, and the only real upside I can imagine with this current marketing strategy is that they do a surprise release. They can reveal gameplay and release the game within the next month. I think that would be an effective way to capture the general gaming audience and make sure that people don't forget about this title, especially because it's been in the news now for so many years and so many people have gone from excited to forgetting about it very quickly. Either way, that's where I'm going to end this video, and that is what has happened to the Outlast Trials. Hopefully this is the last video I make on the title and we get more concrete details along with a release in the next few months. Make sure to like and share this video, subscribe for weekly gaming news, and I will see you guys in the next one.